What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Today I'm finally coming at you with my how to drift video, though I do want to say I don't even know if I'm really qualified to be making this video, but I had a bunch of requests for tips and tricks on how to drift, so here you go. Today I put together a little bit of a lesson plan with a couple drills that should be able to help you guys out if you're struggling with some drifts. Before we get started though, I do want to run you guys through our controller settings, specifically our difficulty and driving assist. So these ones are really important, guys. Braking, we have anti-lock off. Steering, we have on standard. I personally prefer simulation, but if you guys are just starting out, I definitely recommend that you start with standard. Traction control and stability control are both off. Now shifting, we have manual with clutch. I'm sure a bunch of you guys are typing right now, can I use manual without the clutch? I don't like the clutch. No. Use the clutch. The clutch kick is a hugely important tool in any drifter's arsenal, and I highly recommend you guys just get used to it. You'll be glad you did. Driving line is off as well, guys. Damage and tire wear are none, and rewind is on just in case. And then we have controls. I do want to show you our input mapping real quick too. We have the default layout 1, downshift is X, upshift is B, left bumper is going to be our clutch, and handbrake is A. Now on the subject of tuning today, guys, I actually recommend that you don't worry about the tune. I think it can be a little bit overwhelming when you're learning to drift to worry about tuning at the same time. So what I recommend you guys do is actually just pick up a tune that you know is going to be good. I designed this S13 today for this set of drills. So if you guys want to check this thing out, all the info is down in the description below. We are going to be starting off up here though. We're at the main Horizon Festival for those of you guys who are wondering. We're going to be starting on this straightaway with a couple initiations, nothing too crazy. So we're going to be working on 3 different initiations, guys. We're going to want to work on a momentum initiation, a clutch kick initiation, and a handbrake initiation. Now these are really important building blocks that we're going to work on later, but for now let's just work on starting our drift. So we're going to start with momentum, guys. Oh wait, hold up real quick. Let me show you guys. I have a trick. Oh yeah, controller monitor. So this should be helpful in kind of explaining what I'm talking about here, guys. But you guys will see here on our momentum initiation, I'm not going to use the clutch or the handbrake at all. I'm just using my throttle and my steering to get the car to oversteer and start our drift. So that's drill number 1, guys. Nice and simple. Just start a momentum initiation. So coming back to the start finish here, guys, the next one is going to be a clutch kick initiation. We're going to go up into 4th gear. We're going to quickly put the clutch in and out, and we're going to get a sudden jolt to our rear wheels, which is going to break traction and fling the car around. So that's our clutch kick initiation. So you guys will notice on that initiation, let me do one more. That left bumper is going to go in and out. When that happens, the car is going to jolt around. So I'm going to go up into 4th. I'm going to click it right there. Bam. See how the car swings around? So that's the benefit of the clutch kick. That's initiation number 2. And then initiation number 3, guys, we actually saved it for last because I think a lot of beginners actually rely on this. So I highly recommend you guys get used to 1 and 2 before you move on to 3. But number 3 is going to be the handbrake initiation. So what is the purpose of a handbrake drag? Well, it's going to slow you down and it's going to pull your car out a little bit wider. So you guys will notice I put the clutch in with the handbrake, and it drags me way wider and slower than it would have if I was on the throttle. So this is why I say you guys shouldn't rely on that, right? You don't want all your drifts to be super wide and super slow. I mean, maybe you do, but honestly, I think it's a little bit better to learn to control your drifts with the throttle and then use the e-brake as necessary. It's really, really useful in tandems when you need to slow down or tighten up your radius, but when you're learning to drift, I don't know if it's the best crutch to lean on. So that's set of drills number 1. We have 2 more sets, guys. We have 2 more sets. That was just the first set, so next is gonna be controlling and extending our drifts. So we're actually gonna line up here at the same starting point, guys. We're gonna hit the same corner, and we're gonna try and extend our drift all the way out to the 2nd corner around the right side. So what we're gonna work on here are 2 techniques. One we're gonna want is moderating our throttle. So as you guys will see, I go up into about half throttle to push the car wider, and I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if I kept at full throttle, I would have kept the back wheels spinning, which wouldn't have helped the car move out wide and wouldn't have allowed me to extend my drift. So we're gonna do another momentum initiation here. Just working on momentum, guys. No clutch kicks or anything crazy, although I kind of clutch kicked there because I shifted it. But watch my throttle. See how I'm letting up? And that's helping me extend? That's how we're gonna get the car all the way around to that corner, is throttle moderation. Now, the second thing that you wanna look for when you're working on these longer corners is you wanna roll your sticks or be easy going left to right on your analog stick. So what I mean by that, guys, is our steering. The more you wiggle the car around, the more it's gonna lose momentum. So if you're wiggling the car a ton like this, and you're having a hard time controlling it, it's not gonna look right. I mean, you can extend the corner, but it's not smooth like it was before. You want to really be easy on it, and if you can, you want to roll the stick. So if you guys look at the controller monitor now, you'll see how my analog sticks are pointed up. This is hugely important in Car X, but can be really, really important in Forza 2, and it'll help you smooth out your sticks a ton. And you guys will notice too, in drift, a lot of people's tires, their front tires will wiggle side to side. rolling your sticks will help it be way smoother and look closer to a wheel. So that's something you guys can look for as well. Honestly, I wish I could roll the sticks better. That's something that I personally still work on all the time because I'm not super smooth rolling the sticks. So that's our momentum drifts. Now you guys can work the same drill with clutch kicks and handbrakes too, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. So we're gonna do the same drill once again, extend out the two corners, but this time we're gonna work on our clutch kicks. And clutch kicks can be hugely important in extending drifts or aiming the car where you need it to go late drifts. So we're still gonna go half throttle, but now we're gonna clutch kick it, and you guys will feel that sudden boost of power is really helpful in extending the car around. I hit a bunch there, but it's really, really powerful in pointing the car where it needs to go and therefore extending your drifts. So it's a hugely important tool, and I can't stress enough, guys, definitely learn manual with clutch. I know there's gonna be some people that try and get away with, I don't like manual with clutch, blah, blah, blah. That's your preference, man. I just think like it's tools you don't have. You know what I mean? And also, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this, but it's gonna affect your handbrake drags differently, and so I'm gonna show you guys that in just a second. But I said on our initiations that I had my clutch in when I pulled my handbrake, and this is really important. If I don't put the clutch in, watch what happens. Watch my RPMs right now. See that? Boom, dies out, and then it takes a little bit for my RPMs to come back up before the car, look at that, before it picks up. So you don't want that. If I put the clutch in and hit my handbrake, hold on, I'll show you guys here, watch. If I hit the clutch when I hit my handbrake, I can immediately get back on the gas and have immediate power without that lag. And so that's why it's really important to have a clutch, man. I don't know if it, hold on, let's test this on manual. This will be the official test of can you drift on manual. If it bogs us down, then no, that's garbage. So guys, manual with clutch, seriously, if you're ever gonna hit the handbrake and you don't have a clutch, you're doing yourself a disservice. Use manual with clutch. Anyway, at the end of that rant, let me show you guys what some handbrake pulls look like out here. Now, handbrake pulls, not necessarily gonna help a huge amount in extending our drifts, but it's still a good idea to get in the habit of pulling them a time or two, getting used to getting that clutch in at the same time you hit the handbrake. And you guys will see there's a little bit more angle, it's nice and smooth, so there is a time and a place for a handbrake pull for sure, even if you're drifting solo. Alright, so we know how to start a drift and we know how to control and extend a drift. What do we do when it comes time to transition our momentum? So, set of drills number 3, we're going to start with momentum once again. We're going to drive it deep down on in here like we're going to connect, but instead of connecting, we're going to go even wider. Just using momentum, just using throttle and steering here, guys. Now you might need a little bit of brakes. That's okay. I'm trying really hard not to hit the clutch or handbrake unless I'm shifting. But now we're just using momentum to drift through, and that is going to be our line for our set of drills number 3. Now I have a little bit of rain, which I think is a little bit of an advantage. Oh man, but this is really fun for me because honestly, I use a mix of all these tricks when I'm drifting all the time. I'll like clutch kick it, grab a handbrake quick, and then use momentum for a little bit, and then, you know. So doing it all at once, honestly, is, or only using one method at a time, is pretty tricky. So this is a lot of fun. We got a good momentum run in. Let's back it up here, get a little bit better of a lead in. Up next is our clutch kicks. Let's get it. This should be fun in the rain. Try and get it up into 4th. Here we go. Clutch kick. Clutch kick again. Get it ripping through the puddles. Oh, the clutch kick's vicious out here in the rain. Another one. You can still moderate your throttle, guys. I'm doing a bad job of it. I had to hit the handbrake there. I'm a cheater. I cheated. Oh, I wanted to redeem myself with a nice drift tap. So that was a little sloppier than my momentum run, but that's the idea for the clutch kicks too, guys. Up next, we'll grab a couple handbrakes. So up next is our handbrake run, guys. Try and go a little slower, as if we're following like a super slow car. Get a whole bunch of handbrake pulls in here. Build some speed up. See, that's the benefit of the handbrake pulls. You definitely go slower and wider. So depending, especially if you're tandeming, it can be a huge tool. Helpful for wall taps too. I need to roll my sticks better there. So that is our set of drills number 3. Now, I'm gonna challenge you guys, once you get done with your set of drills, mix and match the different techniques and drift around with a good mix. So I'm gonna say, honestly, run the line from the first set. Just come down here, use a clutch kick to initiate, clutch kick out, clutch kick a couple times, use momentum all the way through here to build some speed. You know, clutch kick it in, clutch kick it out, grab a handbrake. Just try the different things and you guys will find that, oh man, you pull off some nice stuff like that, get a little bit more angle, And so, yeah, the mix will be super fun for you. And then once you're good with all that, just freestyle around the festival a little bit, man. Get a different set of circumstances in. But really, I think the better you can learn to just drive around, like as if you were driving a car around normally, but driving it in drift, right? Like just kind of, oh, I'm gonna spin this thing around and go to the right. It's kind of a tight corner. I'll go down in a second and like, I messed up. And you gotta mess up, dude. You gotta make mistakes. You're learning a thing, dude, you know? Don't be so hard on yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Try it again. Don't let yourself fail. There we go. See? Sometimes you just need a little perseverance. But just drive the car around, keep it in drift, maybe come out here, do your thing, and just get a good variety going with different circumstances, and eventually you guys will find yourselves sliding with the best of them. So guys, I think that is going to do it for today's video. If you did enjoy the video or found it useful at all, feel free to leave a like down below, subscribe for more, dislike it, and hey, make sure you guys are following on Twitch and that you're a part of the Discord as well. All the links are going to be down in the description below. If you made it this far, I genuinely appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.